Hello, welcome to Behind the Amish Curtain. I am Jenny Yoder.
And I'm Eldon Yoder.
And Eldon has no idea what I'm going to ask him, what we're going to talk about. So we're just going to...
Oh boy.
We're just going to wing it.
Scary.
So we were sitting in Bob Evans one day talking about... I had asked him about... Didn't you guys used to churn your own butter?
Yes, we would churn our own butter. Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing to be like 3 or 4 batches and sometimes even more on a Saturday. And anybody that has any experience about how to churn butter, churn cream to make butter, no fun. No fun. Being little kids, that was part of our job. Mom would assign us to make butter, and we had homemade butter. Sometimes enough homemade butter to sell, which there was enough in the family. There was 8 boys and 1 girl. So it took quite a bit to bake and do all the good goodies, whatever. But yeah, that is probably, I would say it would probably take a good 25 to 35 minutes for 1 batch. And all you're doing is turning, and you get so tired of it. Doesn't matter how fast you turn, it's not going to make it happen quicker. So you just turn. You just keep it agitated. But anyway.
So you're using it's cream from the cows, right?
Yes, it's cream from the cows, and usually it has to sit for like a week. And then we would also at times make cottage cheese with it too.
And do you have to add like any sugar to it or
no?
anything?
It's usually salt on the butter. Now the cottage cheese, I think Mom would put salt and pepper into it, but I didn't like that cottage cheese as good. It was good when it was fresh and still warm. Like that was my style of liking it. Now some people I can't I can't eat warm cottage cheese, but I liked it. It was good.
And then we talked about laundry.
Oh, yeah.
Eldon got to do a lot of laundry.
Yeah. So it's a good learning experience because, well, now I don't do laundry like we used to do laundry. Now it's going to a 24-hour or a laundry room, whatever, or laundromat, if I say it right.
Well, we had a washer and dryer in our house in Illinois. We just don't have one here.
But anyway, yeah, we had a washer and dryer there. But what I'm saying is we were spoiled when we did get a washer and dryer in the house. However, it was easy to do. But back in my day, being raised Amish, you had 2 furnaces. We had, 2 furnaces, 2 kettles in one fireplace pit. And these kettles, I'm guessing, hold maybe 45 or 50 gallons of water. And you had to fill those with a water pump, pumping the water. You didn't have just a hose to turn on. You had to carry your water.
Oh, my.
And eventually we got I call it a gutter, to where we could hook it up to the pump and let it run over to the kettles, which was about maybe 6 to 8 feet. And that's how we heated our water. We would have to put wood and cobs underneath to start the fire and let it burn a good hour or so before you started doing laundry. And so when you started your laundry, you had pretty much mostly hot water in the washer and then warm and cold in the rinse in another tub that was on the side of it.
Boiling water.
And
so you had to do that by hand.
Yeah, you had to get out of, either dip it out into the bucket, or you had to reach in there and just make sure you don't get scalded or any hot water on you. But yeah, that was kind of part of life. And then feeding the laundry through the wringer, and make sure you don't get your hand in the wringer, because I know I got my hand started on it and I hit the button before it went on through. But yeah, you have like a safety or an emergency button on it. And yeah, it's one of those things you live and learn, and you pick up a stick to feed your laundry through instead of your finger.
Smart.
So yeah, and then to hang it up, we didn't, there was 8 of us boys and 1 girl, so we had lots of laundry. And the thing that I hated about hanging up laundry, I didn't want the neighbors or anybody to see that I was hanging up laundry, because I'm not a girl, I'm a boy. But I had to do that because the only and oldest daughter was, or sister was the oldest, and she was already working out by the time I came around. However, I was born on Mom's birthday, so she felt like I should be the girl and thought that I was going to be a girl, and
you weren't.
And I wasn't. So anyway, so it's a time to, and normally we would heat up the water like of a morning while everybody was choring, which I usually had to get up and go do chores, feed the horses, let the horses in and stuff like that at 5 o'clock in the morning. So when you came in before breakfast, you would go start this fire so it would have time to heat up. By the time you were done eating breakfast, Mother could start doing laundry, or if it was on a Saturday, it was me doing laundry. So back then we had diapers we didn't have Pampers. No, that was too convenient. So it was diapers, and we had to wash those
cloth
poopy diapers. And it was no fun, but hey, somebody had to do it. So back to what I was sharing about, I hated when anybody would come by, and normally I could hear a horse and buggy come, but sometimes vehicles passed and I didn't catch it quick enough. I would drop to the ground so nobody could see me, because I hated when people see me. I'm like, oh, there's a guy out there hanging up laundry. I'm like, no. So I would drop, and Mom was like, well, every time you drop to the ground, you got to go in and wash your hands because your hands are dirty down on the grass. And I'm like, well, that's better than being seen by the neighbors that I'm hanging up diapers or Sunday clothes or whatever, any kind of clothes. So, but it's a good experience after all of that, after being married and having kids. It's a good experience. I can do laundry, I can do cooking, as I cooked in the house. Baked goods and doing dishes and cleaning house, and
And so the interesting thing about the hanging out laundry is in the Amish communities in Illinois. I'm going to try to find a photo and show a photo of this, but they would create these pulley systems, and so they would pulley the laundry line all the way up to like the top of the light pole. And so you'd see this huge line of laundry going from the house, or like maybe the porch, out to the light pole, top of the light pole.
Yeah, it was a pole that was probably, I'm guessing, a good 20 feet above the ground.
Yeah.
And that's how they would reel their laundry out to dry. It was higher, but back in the day we didn't have that. That was too convenient, too modern, because you can do that.
Yeah, they do it now.
You can do it from your porch.
Right.
You don't have to get out in the rain or out in the sun or whatever. You can do it from your porch and just keep reeling it, put it on there, and then reel it out more. Just keep on. So.
Yeah. So, anybody want to become Amish? That's what you get to do.
Yeah. Good luck with that. But anyway, my story is always, I graduated from the Amish, and I don't regret what I was taught, how I was brought up. But would I go back to it? No. But it's up to the individual if they choose to go back, or if they choose to live that lifestyle. That's them. But it's not for me, and it's a good experience. I'll tell you that. It's a good experience.
All right, so that's it.
All right.
Jesus loves you.
Keep smiling. Jesus loves you.
Thanks for watching.